Boom. Welcome, everybody. Just getting set up here. Going live today with 1995 WCW main event cards. We got a box of them today. So just getting everything set up for everybody. Welcome, Dave, ABQ, SC, and C. Just getting everything going. Figure we got a few more minutes before we start on the box. So if anybody wants to chat about anything, we are here. We did our Super Bowl show. Excuse me. We did our Super Bowl show earlier today. Not going to spoil it for anybody if you did miss it. Curtis Elliott, how are you, sir? Good to see you again. These are from 1995, so this was full blow into the Monday Night Wars. So these should be, you are correct, these should be fun. WCW was going head to head against Monday Night Raw. Raw, I believe, was actually taped during this time, and the big thing with WCW was that they would have theirs live, and they would give the results from WWE's Raws to people so that they wouldn't watch it. And it did backfire on them once as they were making fun of Mankind about him winning the title, and everybody flipped over and started watching the match to watch Mankind win the title. So they started out with a small market share on it, and as time went on, they started gaining and gaining ground. It started, I believe, with Kevin Nash and Razor Ramon going over. And since Raw did tape their episodes, seeing them and Lex Luger show up on the show the day after watching them on WWF, I guess at the time, was a big deal. Everybody thought that they were still working for WWF. And that's what started the whole Wolf Pack and all that stuff. So absolutely, that's what made Raw go live. Curtis Elliott saying that's what made Raw go live. You are correct, sir. Their main motto now is if they're live, it's no matter, even if you mess up, that is what you meant to do. And they have been going live for a while now, I believe. But back then, it was still taped, and WCW was giving the results of their shows out on the show so that people would stay tuned to their show. NWO, Wolfpack, all that stuff started with WCW. Everybody, I remember bowling in my junior program, and everybody was crotch chopping and doing all that stuff that they were doing. That's probably where Pete Weber got it from when he was bowling. But yeah, this should be fun. We got a whole box. No sponsors today, so maybe we'll make this part of our giveaways. Just going to show off the box here. It says there are randomly packed autograph cards and $5 pay-per-view coupons. The coupons obviously are not going to be good anymore. We got Sting on the cover, Hogan's on the cover, World Championship Wrestling, 36 packs, WCW main event, Macho Man on the cover as well. That would be great if we could win, or if we could open up and pull an autograph card out of here. Chances of finding a coupon are 1 in 72 packs. Chances of finding an autograph 1 in 3,000 or 320 packs. That's not too bad. 1 in 320 packs for an autograph. Yeah, that Hogan heel turn was the best. No one was expecting it. They did have some awesome matches and awesome stuff going on at the time. Goldberg, with his undefeated streak, had people going for a while. And that was the best for free match ever. Hogan and Goldberg. They could have sold so many pay-per-views with that match, and they gave that match away for free. That was kind of the beginning of the end. Finger poke of death was pretty much the end. Forgot to do what? Oh, she's okay. All right. Sorry, my son needed something, so I was taking care of that real quick. Yeah, so we did the finger poke of death. That was pretty much the end of the end, as people were just fed up with Russo and the direction that they had gone. Bischoff did so many great things for them, and it just kind of got to that peak and just kind of went downhill from there. So if you missed it, we did our Super Bowl video earlier, and then it's either uploading right now or it just went on there. Free agency. I did a video on all the free agents that are coming up that we have a chance to get. So if you get a chance, watch that one. Let me know who you think we should go after. I haven't picked anybody or even made any bids in free agency for our Madden rebuild. I'm going to wait till Monday, I believe, before doing any of that. Just going to start getting the box open here. Baseball only has a couple days left. Wild cards are pretty much shaping up. I think we were talking about this earlier today. Tampa Bay and the A's will be facing off in the American League wild card. I think we said the Brewers and someone else were facing off in the National League one. Nationals, right? Nationals, is that what it was? Brewers and Nationals. All right, the box is open. Before we get started, there are a bunch of people close in our Lotteria. So I just want to show, like, a couple people are one away. So I just don't need any shenanigans. So I'm going to show the pile of cards that are left. This is the pile of cards that are left for Lotteria. I'm just going to shuffle them around here just so nobody can say that I'm stacking the deck in anyone's favor. I'm going to move the box out of the way. I'm going to rotate them around, and I'm going to pick a Lotteria card. I know a couple of you are one away. Some of you are two away. So just to avoid any shenanigans with people saying that I don't pull the right stuff, not that any of you have or any of you will, just to get that out of the way. So we're going to pull this card right here. Next Lotteria card that is not the card. We already pulled El Gallo. This is just the card that goes on the top of the deck to tell everybody what they're playing. See? Random cards here. Random cards. Another one. Woo! Look at that. All right. La Estrella. Number 35. La Estrella is the next Lotteria card. I don't know if anybody needed that card, but that is the next card. Number 35. Playing for an OBJ rookie card. Just going to put the other ones away. Tomorrow, we will also be going live after the morning football games and showing off our Sunday giveaway cards. There are so many of them that I decided to go live just to show people. We're going to start here. We're going to open up the box. Get that right in there. This is what the box would have looked like at your local shop in 1995. First pack, WCW Main Event World Championship trading cards, 8 cards per pack. We are live tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. There were a ton of other things going on. So, okay, so it says look for randomly inserted autographs of your favorite stars such as Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Sting, the Nasty Boys, and more. 1 in 320 packs for the autograph. 1 in 72 packs to get a coupon for a 1995 pay-per-view. First pack being stubborn. Oh my goodness. Oh, they are going to bring back the memories on these. Oh yeah, I can feel it already. Randy Savage, WCW tribute. Just making sure I got it in a place where y'all can see it. Randy Savage. He was announcing for the WWE, and he was injured. And I think McMahon just didn't want to take the chance. Yeah, yep. So there's a chance. And I think McMahon just didn't want to risk him re-injuring himself, so he would have to pay. And um, he jumped ship to WCW. Randy Savage. That's what the back of the cards look like. This is number 74 in the set. Boom. Card number 1. Ric Flair, the styling, profiling, limousine driving, going up against the old man himself, Hulk Hogan. Hogan, man, he would make me so mad. His pay-per-views would come up and he would talk them up, and I'd be like, yeah, baby, this time it's going to be different. And every time it would just be the same stuff. And I'd be so mad that I bought the pay-per-view. Alex Wright on the card. Don't remember Alex Wright. Anybody remember Alex Wright? That is card number 2. Diamond Dallas Page. Anybody remember what Diamond Dallas Page's finishing move was? I know what it was. Some of the guys in WWE still use it. Anybody remember what Dallas Page's finishing move was? Diamond Dallas Page. Harlem Heat, baby. Booker T. That's right, the Diamond Cutter, baby. Excuse me. Booker T. Pre-Spinneroonie. I don't think he was doing too many Spinneroonies with Harlem Heat. He might have been. Well, that is him. Harlem Heat, Stevie Ray, and Booker T. There's that Ric Flair. Woo! Ric Flair, man. I hated him. I don't know why I hated him, but I did hate him. Sting. We are pulling all the classics here. Sting. Sting was ripped, man. Before he went up to the rafters and did all his crow stuff, they went heavy on that too, with him doing all that. Even when he came back to WWE, there's a Hogan card. Hogan looking trim and slim against, I think that's Vader. Another Hogan card. Bringing Ric Flair around the ropes. That was pack number 1, folks. WCW Championship Wrestling trading cards, 36 packs. We are only into pack number 1. 320 for an autograph. There were a couple other boxes at game time, but I wanted to open this one first just to see. Avalanche on the back. He was Earthquake in WWE. Avalanche going up against Sting. I'm sure you guys remember me breaking my heart when he was Earthquake, jumping on Jake the Snake Snake. Avalanche going up against Sting at Starrcade, it looks like. Here's the man himself, Eric Bischoff, announcer, orchestrator, central. Hey, Johnny Waldeck, how you doing today? Key figure for the WCW. If you haven't seen the DVD set of Monday Night Wars, I don't know if they have it on YouTube or not. Jerry Sags from the Nasty Boys, they made a comeback here recently. It's been a few years, I think, since they made the comeback, but they were wrestling with the Dudley Boys. Jerry Sags. Card number 1 in the set is coming up. Wildcat Willie. I don't remember Wildcat Willie. Maybe one of you guys will. Wildcat Willie. Let's see what it says about Wildcat. I do not remember Wildcat. Serves as WCW's mascot. He'd be at ringside at most matches. I don't remember you. Sorry, brother. All right. Next up, another Ric Flair card. This is the same one we saw with Hogan. Sting, Hogan, and Vader. And the Ric Flair card. So Johnny Waldeck, it says there are an autograph in every 320 packs. We are hoping we got lucky. That would be pretty awesome to get a Sting or Ric Flair. Knowing our luck, it would be Wildcat Willie that we would get. Sleeper, is this Brutus Barber the Beefcake? Hogan's cousin or nephew or whatever he was. Career ended short when he got into that accident on the beach. Butcher, the friend turned foe of Hulk Hogan, perfected the sleeper hold. Probably the Vulcan neck pinch. We have a Bash at the Beach card. Did we defy the odds? Nope. 93 Bash at the Beach, 94 Bash. I think that's the one where Rey Mysterio. Oh, yeah, and Shaq was at that one too. Yep. That's the poster for Bash at the Beach from 94. 36 packs in the box. There's 1 in 72 packs to get a coupon for a pay-per-view. And then 1 in 32. So every 10 boxes would have an autograph. So I would say one in every case, I guess, when they were selling them back then. Figure 4 leg lock, Ric Flair's signature move. Hogan pretty much just had to sit up and punch him in the face. That was the figure 4 leg lock. I think we're buffering here. I'm going to take a sec and see if I can figure out what's going on with it. Be right back. All right, let's see. Are we back up? I think we are still lagging here. Still showing. I think we're okay, but I'm going to keep going. If I miss you guys or it says it's off, then I will come back. If not, we will see you on the replay. Figure 4 was Ric Flair's signature move. Up next, we have Hulk Hogan winning the championship belt, World Heavyweight Championship. That is card number. Oh, that's not that. So we got Dave Sullivan, Hulk Hogan winning the World Championship July 17th, 1994, against Ric Flair. Dave Sullivan. Uh-oh. Are we still buffering here? I think so. All right. No, thank you. You can have the sticker.
Here's the sticker.
Thank you, bub.
Welcome. Should I put it on?
Sure. Where do you want me to put it? Right here?
Yeah.
Or right here?
Over there. Over there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think my wife's phone is just messing up. I think we are back. I know we were buffering there for a little bit. There we go. I don't think anybody picked Chrome Refractor. Johnny Waldeck asked who ended up winning the UFC Chrome Refractor from last week. I don't think anybody picked that card. At least not that I know. You're the only one that's actually picked their cards. I think C. Rogers is still trying to figure out which one he wants. He sent me his list, I believe, but I don't think that one was on it. So as far as I know, nobody's said they wanted it. So I don't know if we're still going here. Tony Schiavone. Stevie Ray from Harlem Heat. We got the Harlem Heat card, but this is Stevie Ray's single card. And Bobby Eaton. There we go. I'll have to double check. You might be right. I'm sure you are. You usually are. So we got Randy Savage. Another Randy Savage card. Hulk Hogan talking to Mean Gene. Mean Gene recently passed away. Das Wonderkind. There's Alex Wright. I guess that's what his nickname was. Das Wonderkind, Alex Wright. Johnny B. Bad shooting off the fireworks here. So I apologize if I was off on some. My wife's phone went off the live stream and got into the replay. So I think I'm back on track with you guys here. Brian Knobs putting a nasty hold on this guy. Looks like a low budget Hulk Hogan. There's Knobs with his trademark glasses there. Sister Sherry. Sister Sherry was awesome. Pryman, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Sister Sherry, manager card. She was great. Not all ladies are as sweet as chocolate. Certainly not Sister Sherry. That's wonderful. Marcus Bagwell and Paul Orndorff getting a last chance with WCW. Going through some WCW main event cards. 36 packs in the box. Johnny, I'm sure you're right. I'll go through and do it on tomorrow's video if that was the case. I'm pretty sure. Alonzo hit 53 right on. He's been on the ball lately. Back-to-back games now with home runs. Ric Flair. Looks like pending Sting. The pit stop. Nasty Boys. We don't wear deodorant. Putting it Hogan right up in the armpit. Some of these moves, man. Rikishi's move where he smacked his butt all on you. Some of those guys look like they were really getting hurt when he slammed him on there. The Bulldog. Everybody uses the Bulldog now. It's not to the extent that the British Bulldog was using it for his move. It's more of a relaxed version of it. I think my piece of tape fell off, so I'm going to try to find another one to hold this thing up. Because this screen causes quite the glare sometimes. There we go. All right, we're good now. All right, Johnny, you have a great night. Thank you for stopping by. Good chatting with you as always. Stevie Ray, another one of his cards. So we're seeing doubles in just a few packs that we've been opening. Bobby Eaton again. Butcher. There's a Brutus Beefcake. Yeah, he was on the beach, and I guess somebody in a parasail smacked right into his face. Kevin Sullivan, I think it was in like Puerto Vallarta or somewhere. Mean Gene Okerlund. Used to love this guy. Mean Gene. Always getting dogged on by the wrestlers. Normally he would give it right back, though. All right, chugging along. Next pack, WCW main event from 1995. They got a bunch of Hogan cards and Savage cards. I mean, I get it. They were. How you spell start? S-T.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan looking to slam a punch onto Vader at Super Brawl. Randy Savage. The power bomb, Big Bad Vader laying the power bomb. Not quite the power bomb we're used to. AR. Then there was the Vader bomb where he would come off that second rope. Avalanche again. He was Earthquake in WWE. And then T. Dave Sullivan. I think this is the guy that was the Hogan lookalike. Frank Anderson. Wasn't Frank. Frank was a bronze medal winner at the 84 Olympics. Set his sights on the WCW. The Blacktop Bully. I think this was Big Boss Man. Big Boss Man ended up being the Blacktop Bully. And Johnny B. Bad again. I think this is so in WWF, I'm pretty sure Johnny B. Bad, they were doing the whole thing where the good guys had to travel with the good guys still, and the bad guys had to travel with the bad guys. And I think his wife was like on a program with him where she was left him to go manage another wrestler, and because they were bad guys now, um, they had to go travel together instead of with her husband, and she ended up leaving him for their guy. So there is a stunning Steve Austin, card number 29. That would be great to get. Stunning Steve Austin before he became Stone Cold. Hacksaw Jim Duggan's in here. We found Diamond Dallas Page. So there are some good stuff in here. Hopefully we'll find that stunning Steve Austin. This is the poster for Spring Stampede. And the Fall Brawl. War Games. War Games had that double ring where they would have two rings right next to each other. What's that?
I don't know how to spell finish too.
Fin.
Okay.
Here's Lord Steven Regal. I think he became William Regal when he went to the WWE. He was a one-time European champion along with general manager for Raw. Here are the Nasty Boys. Never got into the Nasty Boys. ISH. Kevin Sullivan again. Alex Wright. And there's Hacksaw. Ho! Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Boom. Trademark 2x4. Waving the flag around. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, baby. I remember his WWF pay-per-view where he was battling, I think it was Sergeant Slaughter, or it was the Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik, man. Super pumped for that one. Okay, next pack. Going WCW main event. We found a couple different cards. Still looking for Stunning Steve. And that would be crazy if we can get an autograph. I would lose my mind if we got an autograph. The Scorpion Deathlock, baby. Oh, man. Sting won so many matches with that thing. He was still on his good guy kick there. There's a sleeper again. The Vader Salt. Oh, man. Can you imagine taking the Vader Salt? T-Unit, how you doing, brother? The Vader Salt. Cannot imagine having to take that. The Vader Bomb had to be bad enough, but the Vader Salt? Oh, you're killing me. Figure 4 leg lock again. Ric Flair's patented move. 16-time world champion. Adversaries card, Hogan and Flair. This is a good picture. They do look like they're battling out at the senior center, but Hogan still had a couple good years left in him. Was making comebacks all the time. Stars and Stripes. I forget who was. And the Patriot. Yep, that's what his name was, the Patriot. Harley Race. Manager's card. So good for so long. And then once again, Jerry Sags from the Nasty Boys. Going next pack. WCW main event. Looking for Stunning Steve Austin. An autograph card, just anything awesome. These guys were all doing wild, crazy stuff. Wildcat Willie. We got another Wildcat Willie here. Ric Flair. Another pit stop. The Bulldog again. A Slamboree card, a Legends reunion from 1994. Looks like headliners were Ric Flair, Ray Stevens, Rick Rude, Vern Gagne, Vader, and Killer Kowalski. Arn Anderson on this one. Hulk Hogan with his World Championship belt. And Tony Schiavone. He was great color commentary. He kind of killed it sometimes, as I think they were trying to be too over the top with some of it. Yeah, Pete Alonso, number 53 world, getting that rookie record. I might be losing you guys. It's showing on mine that it's buffering, but Pete Alonso, number 53. All right, Tony Schiavone.
Are you almost done?
No, Bub, I'm only like halfway.
Oh,
You're doing a good job, though.
thank you.
All right, WCW main event, getting through the packs here. Like I said, no sponsors on these. Baseball week is next week. Back to baseball. We're going to be doing 87 tops next Saturday. Ric Flair. '87 tops next Saturday. 1994 Score Series 1 and 1995 Tops Series 2. The only one that's different is Series 2 for Tops 95. That is $8 per side. The other ones are $6 per side. If you do more than one, it's still just the $5 for shipping. Bulldog again. Slamboree. Sunset Flip. If you are interested, just email us abqscandc@gmail.com to get the link on how to pay. Curtis Elliott, good to see you back again, sir. Sting. Macho Man Randy Savage, look at all this stuff he had on. The Macho Man. I'm surprised they let him use the Macho Man moniker. There he is with his macho glasses. Ooh, yeah. Larry Zbyszko. If you want any of the doubles that we are going to have, as there are not a lot of cards in this set. First one to tell me the name of Savage's character in Spider-Man will win any doubles. Adversaries, Hogan and Vader. Big Bad Vader. Hulk Hogan pointing that finger with the mouth of the South. Jimmy Hart. So here's that checklist again. Let's see what the other side said. We have up-and-comers, Harlem Heat, adversaries, tributes, pay-per-views, championships, famous holds, the Commissioner, Patriot, Sting, Hogan, Dustin Rhodes, Kevin Sullivan. Yeah, so Stunning Steve Austin would be the one I would say we're looking for here. Still haven't found him. The Flying Elbow from the Macho Man. Bonesaw McGraw, Curtis Elliott winning the doubles. Curtis is on a roll with that trivia here. The Flying Elbow, yep, it was Bonesaw in Spider-Man. Bone saws ready. Butcher is hilarious. Kevin Sullivan again, and another Mean Gene Okerlund with the Patriot. Can't remember. Did they do a Patriot unmasking? Did we ever find out who the Patriot was? Next pack. Almost getting halfway through this thing. WCW main event. There's the mouth of the South. Jimmy Hart on the back of this one. His trademark blowhorn. Slamboree. Killer Kowalski was in Slamboree 94. Pretty much all the same guys except for the end. Killer Kowalski. There's the sunset flip. Ric Flair styling and profiling. Another hacksaw. Nick Bockwinkel, commissioner of the WCW. Monster Maniacs. Those guys would tear it up in the WWE when they couldn't figure out anything to do with them. They would tag team them up, and they were was it the Towers of Power? I think is what theirs was called, the Towers of Power. Pretty Wonderful, Orndorff, and Roma. And there's Jimmy Hart. Look at the foam with the ears for Hogan. The mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. He was managing the Hart Foundation there for the longest time. And then once Brett went solo, they kind of had to find something to do with him. WCW. So much potential. In an alternate universe, we're all watching WCW somewhere. The mouth on Memphis Wrestling TV in the early 80s. Yeah, did he still have the megaphone back then? WCW adversaries Hogan versus Flair. Oh, remember when Hogan came over and signed with WCW and they brought out this car? Hogan went to like Universal in Florida just to sign his contract. That was one of the big falls of WCW. Yes, Bob.
Nothing.
Uh,
I'm just watching your phone.
oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
WCW, especially with Kevin Nash, I think his contract said that none of the other wrestlers could make more than he could. So anytime somebody signed a big contract, his contract went up to match that of theirs. So they were always having to match whatever they paid their highest person. A lot of these guys made fantastic deals for them, but they were horrible deals for the company. Booker T getting that leg kick in on the Nasty Boys, it looks like, with Harlem Heat. Arn Anderson. I was never a big fan of Arn Anderson. Like, I know he was part of the new AEW wrestling starts Wednesday on TNT, right on. I know SmackDown's going to Fox on Friday nights. They were trying to pump that up really hard on Thursday Night Football. Arn Anderson, the Four Horsemen. I was never an Arn Anderson fan, though. The Patriot and Big Bubba Rogers. I think when the guys started coming over and they started calling them by their names, that started the big revolution with getting away from the characters, I guess, and going more towards the realism of it, like calling him Kevin Nash and everybody by their name pretty much ended like the part where everybody was getting nicknames instead. Das Wonderkind, Alex writes. So we're definitely getting doubles. We will probably end up getting triples. This is Hulk Hogan at his signing. We'll try to come up with a trivia question for any triples we might get. As it comes up, I will see if I can come up with something that I will know. Sister Sherry again. Sherry was so awesome. I know I've said this before, but Sherry was awesome. Marcus Bagwell. Don't remember you, sir. Marcus Bagwell. Yeah, it's all real, using names, and I mean, it's still stupid. Like the names they give these guys are all made up so they can keep the rights to them. Say like if they leave and they try to go somewhere else, they can't use that name. So why even do that? Like just I don't know. Like CM Punk already had CM Punk before he went to WWE, which is why I'm surprised they let him keep it. But a lot of these other guys, like creative comes up with what their names are going to be, and most of the time they're like the corniest things ever. Dave Sullivan, Hulk Hogan again coming through the curtain with Jimmy the Mouth South. Adversaries Vader and Hogan. So if you saw the checklist, there are not a ton of cards here. The Flying Elbow. And speaking of which, there's the checklist right there. Yes, bub.
I think I'm hungry.
You think you're hungry? All right, I'll give you something here in just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so there's only 100 cards in the set with 8 cards and 36 packs. That's about 300 cards. So we are going to definitely see cards over and over again. Still looking for stunning Steve Austin, though. Eric Bischoff, Avalanche, and you would think he would be like one of the cards that they would have a bunch of, as Sting and Hogan and Macho Man were the draws at the time. I am sad that there are no Rey Mysterios in here, but he might not have been. I think he was still in AAA in '95. Either that or he was still in ECW. Flair versus Vader, Super Brawl 4. Sunday, February 20th. There's Vader right there picking up Sting. And there's Sherry and Harlem Heat. Stevie Ray, there they are, Harlem Heat. Stevie Ray and Booker T. The Monster Maniacs again. Hulk Hogan with that World Championship belt, tearing the shirt off, saying those prayers, eating those vitamins. Stevie Ray and Tony Schiavone again. Bobby the Brain, man. He was such a great personality on TV. I sometimes think that the Raw announcer now tries to emulate him at times, being like the quote unquote bad person, but the heel announcer, but he never quite pulls it off the way that Bobby the Brain did. Bobby the Brain, I believe he had thyroid cancer. That might have been what it was. I don't remember exactly which form it was, but in later interviews, he was just a shell of his former self. We'll make one when I'm done, okay, bub? When I'm done making my video, we'll make one together. Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair, Halloween Havoc, 1994. The atomic leg drop. This thing would make me so mad. I know I've said it, but Hogan would talk all that game about how it was going to be different. And even after his switch to the NWO, this was still like the thing for him, the atomic leg drop. Oh, killing me, Hogan. Killing me. All right, WCW behind the cage here. Who is this back here? Is this Dustin Rhodes? It is Dustin Rhodes versus Arn Anderson. Dustin Rhodes before his Gold Dust gimmick. Goiga, he wore a mask and carried a Cartman doll. No, unfortunately, I do not. I don't. Is that? Now I'm trying to really think about it. Randy Savage. I think he didn't last very long, right? Like the whole doll thing was weird, and people just didn't like it. Like he would talk to the doll, right, during his matches. Is that the one I'm thinking about? He would talk to the doll during the matches. I don't think that lasted very long, as people were getting really freaked out about it. Bunkhouse Buck and William Regal, or Steven Regal, as it's known here in WCW. The Nasty Boys. Got the Butcher again. So yeah, we're definitely seeing triples. So we're gonna have to come up with something. Halloween Havoc again. The Atomic Leg Drop. Dustin Rhodes. Pretty much the same pack. Stevie Ray, Bobby Eaton, and the Butcher. So yeah, let's see what other trivia can we come up with about this. As there would probably be triples in this set. Oh, on the back, there he is, guys. Stunning Steve Austin. On the back of this, you know that face. Stunning Steve Austin before he went to the WWE and became Stone Cold Steve Austin. There he is. I think he did a flying headbutt, if I remember right. Stunning Steve Austin. He was in ECW for a little bit after WCW canned him. Went and worked with Rey Mysterio in ECW for a while before WWE ended up signing him. There's the Dustin Rhodes again. I knew we'd find him eventually. Colonel Parker. I think this is the guy that originally started making fun of JR, right? Is that what it was? There's Bobby Heenan. Bobby the Brain. Gordon Sully. I think he didn't last too long with those guys. And Meng, WCW Meng. Let's see if I'm missing any chat here. I'm just gonna.
Are you almost done?
Yeah, it looks like I'm missing some chat here. Just gonna. There we go. That was Earthquake Under a Mask. Golga in WWE. Sorry, I missed your chat. Curtis, I'm not trying to ignore you. Just for some reason, the chat did not keep scrolling. My apologies. It was Earthquake Under the Mask, huh? All right. Savage and Hogan again. Randy Savage, Macho Man. I think he tried to do the Macho Man thing, and they, like, WWE tried to sue him. That's why he had to go back to Randy Savage. We got something coming up. Sting, Harlem Heat, and a coupon. Breaking the odds here, people. 1 in 72 packs for a coupon. Too bad it can't be the 1 in 132 packs for the autograph. But every 1 in 72 packs gets a coupon. Good only for the 3 events listed above. So if you ever want to hop in your DeLorean, head back to 1995. Come by and pick this up before you do. That way you can get $50 off. $50 off. I wish it was $50 off. $5 off a pay-per-view. Nick Bockwinkel, and the Monster Maniacs. 1 in 72 packs is what the box said for the coupon. 1 in 320 packs for an autograph. So hopefully we can defy the odds again and come up with an autograph. That would be awesome. I don't even care who it is. Probably be Nick Bockwinkel. All right, cruising along. Just going to take the packs out of the box so we know how many we have left. There's 1, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 packs. We're only halfway through this thing? I thought we'd be way further along than that, but we were only halfway through.
Are you almost done?
I'm only halfway through, bub. What would you like?
Like what?
There's a Scorpion Deathlock. Sleeper. The Vader Salt again. Booker T with his bookend kick. We got Ric Flair, card number 3 on the back. Looks just like a closer picture of the one where they're showing him with the figure 4. He was always laying that figure 4 on. Won so many matches with it. Big Bubba again. The Patriot. Arn Anderson. And Booker T. Halfway through. We're at the halfway point, folks. You did. Hulk Hogan. 100 cards in the set. We are pulling a little over 300. Vader and Hogan. Flying Elbow. I believe Shawn Michaels started doing his Flying Elbow as a tribute. Hey, Philip, how are you? Good to see you. I believe Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid, started doing his Flying Elbow as a tribute to Macho Man. Bockwinkel again, commissioner of WCW. Sting. Larry Zbyszko. Right on. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Macho Man Randy Savage. We are opening WCW main event cards from 1995. Bunkhouse Buck rounds out that pack. We are about halfway through this box. Curtis Elliott has already answered a trivia question to earn all the doubles that we pulled. I'm trying to think of something good for a trivia question for any triples we might have. Randy Savage. There's the power bomb. Alex Wright again. Das Wonderkind. Stinger is all over this thing. Hulk Hogan, Sting, Macho Man, and Ric Flair are the main cards. We did find one stunning Steve Austin. Ric Flair again. Big Bubba. And Brad Armstrong. First one seeing this one. Brad Armstrong. All the other cards had that black backdrop, and this one just looks so different with the white. Yeah, Razor Ramon came over. His was a big deal and Luger's was a big deal as they both showed up right after their taping for WWE. So it made everybody think that they were just storming WCW, Arn Anderson, and trying to take over. Good times in wrestling. Hulk Hogan, Powerbomb. Not a lot of people knew that they had been fired or left from their contracts, as it was still taboo to talk about that stuff at the time. There's Vader, Big Bad Vader. Avalanche, we were talking about him, and Curtis Elliott with his mask. I guess the tattoo might have given it away if he still had the tattoo. Frank Anderson and Blacktop Bully. All right, getting through here. We did our Super Bowl video earlier today from our Madden rebuild. The free agency video should be popping up here pretty soon. Our defense was just horrible. It got us through most of the year and then just kind of left us here at the end. Hulk Hogan taking Flair for a ride. Wildcat Willie. Philip, do you remember Wildcat Willie? I do not remember Wildcat Willie. He apparently was a mascot. It was probably the early days. I do not remember him. Diamond Dallas Page. Curtis Elliott, guessing right with the diamond cutter. Giovanni, different people use different versions of it. The RKO is a diamond cutter. Jeff Hardy uses it. Harlem Heat, Booker T and Stevie Ray. Arn Anderson. And Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I don't remember Wildcat Willie either. Apparently, he was famous enough to get his own card in 1995. But I do not remember him at all. Randy Savage. Ric Flair. Sting. Pre-Crow days. Gary Capetta, ring announcer. Not much love goes to the ring announcers, but some of them are the reason why some of these matches are so built up and awesome. Dustin Rhodes, pre-Gold Dust. Flying Brian. Oh, man. Flying Brian. Brian Pillman. Darn you, Brian. So we got Sags from the Nasty Boys and Vader. I said before, the Nasty Boys tried to make a comeback. They were battling the Dudley Boys. Crow Sting, yeah, Crow Sting from the rafters, always with that bat. All right, I know what our next trivia question is going to be. There's a headlock from Hacksaw. Nah, I wish we pulled the auto. We did pull a stunning Steve Austin, though. Got to see a stunning Steve Austin. Here's a headlock by Hacksaw. You're back just in time. We are going to do our another trivia question. There's the Diamond Doll. Diamond Dallas Page says, cute as a button. Diamond Doll. First time seeing that card. Harlem Heat. Sting. Hollywood and Vine. Looks like another stunning Steve Austin card. Yep. Cocky self-centered athlete, stunning Steve Austin. Him in Hollywood. The U.S. held the U.S. championship in 1994. Stunning Steve Austin. All right, trivia question time after this pack. Bunkhouse Buck, Nasty Boys, Marcus, Bagwell. It's going to be easy, or at least if you knew wrestling at that time, it'll probably be easy for you. I don't know how much they were in WCW, but the Dudley Boys wrestled WWE, ECW. I think they spent a little bit of time in WCW. Their finishing move was called the 3D. If you can tell me what the 3D stood for, you will win any triples that we pull. So we did defy the odds, Johnny Waldeck. 1 in 72 packs. We did find the value coupon. Better late than never, I guess. But we are still looking to defy the odds for the auto. Next pack, Randy Savage again. Hulk Hogan at his signing. We've gotten a bunch of this guy. So we had a trivia question to win doubles that we pulled. There are only 100 cards in the set. There are 36 packs with 8 cards per pack, so we're definitely going to get triples. To win any triples, you just have to tell me what the 3D stood for the Dudley Boys and their finishing move. Their finishing move was called the 3D. You just have to tell me what that 3D stood for. Hulk Hogan, Arn Anderson, and you will win any of the triples that we pull out of here. I don't need all these cards. So we had no sponsors, so I'm more than happy to give some of these cards away. The first trivia question was won by C. Elliott. He guessed the name of the character that Macho Man played in Spider-Man. Bash at the Beach. C. Rogers, how are you, sir? Bash at the Beach. We are doing trivia for any triples that we have. Trivia question is about the Dudley Boys. Their finishing move was called the 3D. We are looking to see if anyone knows what the 3D stood for. Hulk Hogan. Ric Flair again. Like I said, there's 36 packs here, 8 cards per pack. And there are only 100 cards in the set, so we are seeing doubles and triples of each card. Stars and Stripes, Brad Armstrong, Harley Race. If no one guesses by the end, I will just let you know what the 3D stood for. Mean Gene Okerlund. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs left. Primant, and I believe Johnny Waldeck let us know that Pete Alonso hit home run number 53 to get the rookie record. Stunning Steve Austin, another one. There's a double, at least for C. Elliott. Got a headlock. Hacksaw Jim Duggan putting a headlock on. Another Diamond Doll. Harlem Heat. Their tag team championships there. The Butcher. And Rey Mysterio's, one of his video sets, him and somebody else won. Johnny Waldeck, that is correct. The Dudley Death Drop. So I will add any triples to your stack of cards that we will be sending out to you. Meng. Paul Roma. There he is right there. Stunning Steve Austin. The second card. So if there's another one, Johnny Waldeck, Stunning Steve will be yours as well, as it's the second one we pulled. This many packs left to see if we got an autograph. We defied the odds with the $5 off coupon for a 1995 pay-per-view. It was 1 in 72 packs for that, 1 in 320 packs for an autograph. Randy Savage. Yes, bub. Not yet. Or do you know how to do it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Starcade 94, a triple threat between Hogan, Vader, and Sting. Ric Flair, flaring it up here. Arn Anderson, Hulk Hogan. That's a variant on the Arn Anderson. That is not the same Arn Anderson. Yes, Bob, you can turn on. It's him walking down to the ring. Hulk Hogan, Kevin Sullivan. So tomorrow we'll be going through all the cards that we pulled throughout the week, giving everybody a chance to say that they want in on the giveaway for the following week. We'll also be going through the top 10. And then next week starts baseball week. If you joined us a little late, we are doing 1987 tops next Saturday. Looking for Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Barry Larkin. There's the figure 4 headlock again. Adversaries Flair and Hogan. Dave Sullivan. Stars and Stripes. Patriot. Brad Armstrong. Harley Race again. That's a triple, so Johnny Waldeck will be getting that one. Gene Okerlund and Eric Bischoff. I love the paint and how he matched it with his outfit there. That's just great. Sting was always good like that. Got injured, did the whole crow thing. They didn't use him for the longest time because he never really healed right, I think. Steven Regal on the back, otherwise known as William Regal in WWE. Spring Stampede and the Fall Brawl War Games. On this one was Nasty Boys, Jerry Saggs, Dustin Rhodes, Vader, Bunkhouse Buck, and Steve Austin, along with Sting. Flair versus Vader, Super Brawl 4. Vader putting Sting up in the air. Harlem Heat. Macho Man, Randy Savage, Larry Zbyszko. So this is before the whole NWO thing, as looks like Hogan was just coming over. I don't think they had gotten the other guys yet. 3 packs remaining. So yeah, 87 tops on Saturday. We will also be doing 1994 Score Series 1 and 1995 Tops Series 2 next week for baseball. The wild card games, I believe, are Tuesday, Wednesday. The wild card races pretty much all decided. Ric Flair, Arn Anderson again, Hulk Hogan, the Dudley Death Drop, Johnny Waldeck, On It, Marcus Bagwell, Alex Wright, and Diamond Dallas Page. 2 packs left. Do we defy the odds with the last 2 packs? Okay, I'm almost done, Bub. Then I'll come help you. Card on the back, Jerry Saggs, Nasty Boys again. Randy Savage. Surprised there were no Rick Rude cards in here. Ric Flair. Paul Roma. Gary Capetta again, announcer, ring announcer. Dustin Rhodes. I remember really liking him with WCW. And flying Brian Pillman. I remember being really mad when they made him do the Gold Dust thing. Last pack, folks. WCW main events. Knox at Game Time Sports Cards and Collectibles. The Diamond Doll. Harlem Heat. Stinger. I wish they would have done a Stinger splash card. That would have been awesome. Hollywood and Vine. Stunning Steve Austin again. Randy Savage. There were so many people in WCW, they just did not know what to do with Steve Austin. Brad Armstrong. The roster got really full once they started getting everybody over from WWE. Stars and Stripes, and last card of the box, Harley Race. We did pull a Lotteria card in the beginning, so if you missed that, make sure you check the replay and see what Lotteria cards we pulled. That is 1995 WCW main event. We did pull a couple of stunning Steve Austins. I believe we ended up with 3 of them, so Johnny Waldeck, you might end up getting one if there were 3. Baseball's going on. We are doing our giveaway tomorrow, so we will be going live after the morning games for football. And once again, thank you all for being here. That was WCW Main Event 1995. We hope you had a great time reliving WCW days. And next month, after hearing C. Rogers talk about it, we're probably going to get the metal cards, as I think I saw a box of those at game time. And we'll be going over the top 10 tomorrow, as well as all those cards for the giveaway. Yep, see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you check out that Madden video where I go over all the free agents, and let me know who you think we should start bidding on to get our team going for the following year. If you haven't caught our Super Bowl video yet, make sure you catch that. It was interesting, and I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't watched it. But we will catch you guys again later tomorrow after the morning games for football. So have a great night, everybody. Stay safe. I appreciate you all, and we will catch you guys next time. Have a good night and stay safe. Bye.